Between Period X and Period Y by Timothy G. Smalley. It is hard. Larson thought it was hard. Your baby cousin will think it's hard. I think it's hard. He thinks it's hard. She thinks it's hard. But you know what? You think it's hard. So it is. You have it tough. So it's tough. Just because your dad has felt lonely and your mom has felt lonely and your friend and your brother have felt lonely doesn't mean you haven't felt complete emptiness around you, sucking at the life inside you. When you feel lonely or you think it's hard, guess what? It is hard. High school is hard. High school. High school is necessary, even somewhat essential, but so are flu shots, and so is losing a pet, or a grandmother, or a friend. But just because death will happen doesn't mean you don't get to cry. Just because everyone's felt alone before doesn't mean you're not allowed to cry a little. Just because everyone else has gone through high school too doesn't mean you're not allowed to cry. My mother's father has said, the pain of the wounded soldier next to you has nothing to do with the pain of the wounded soldier in you. Because, that pain. That pain of step, step, step in the halls. Maybe you're usually cheerful, and maybe you're usually feeling that pain, but no matter how you were that morning or how your friends expect you to be, that pain is real right now in this hall between period X and period Y. You look up to see the others. You look up to see the huggers, the sulking, the hoods down, pocket-handed, I wish I had another's. You look up and see the pretenders, the stretched and smothered stressed, the bottom of the stomach feeders, the headphone hidden, floor watching, hug yearning, hug avoiding, attention pining, attention fleeing, mother needing, mother away pushing, drowning, screaming, silent collapsing, choking, dark, harsh lyric consuming, for any nurture at all. Maybe you're one of them, and maybe you only notice them, but you will have times of being them, and it's hard when you are. High school is hard. Don't think you're not allowed to think so. You're allowed to think so despite all the others who thought or think the same tortured thought. The others who thought the same. They, your father, mother, teacher, bus driver, work manager, they all thought that high school was hard. They all thought it was hard. They thought it was. It was. For them, high school is a was. That thorny, thrashing time was a blip. It was 3 years out of 30, 40, 50. Even for them, high school was a blip in their youth. High school was a part in their teenage time. Even within the 3 years, high school was 9 months out of 12. Even within the 9 months, high school was 5 out of 7 days. Even within the 5 days, high school was 7 out of 24 hours. Even within the 7 hours, that pain between period X and period Y was between period X and period Y. That pain, and always a pain, is still a blip. It's a blip of the 7 hours in that day, in that month, in that year of their lives. And you know what? It's a blip for you too. It is still real for you, and it is still so painful, but it will have been so painful. For you, it will be a blip. You'll join your parents and your employers where high school was a blip, where wisdom, patience, adventure, joy, teamwork, children, and more that's beyond me, floods, fills, and replaces the pain. You'll join them. But for now, they'll join you. They know so well your pain. They know period X and period Y, and the stress, and the anxiety, and the lonely void, and the hate, and the guilt, and the inferiority, and the confusion. Of course, they don't know it exactly because, of Of course, they don't know it exactly because everyone's pain is even more unique than the mask they wear to hide it. But they know it enough. They know it enough to give you the hug that you collapse into with squeezes and tears. They know it enough to show and tell how much they know it and how much they want to help you. Just let them. Let them help you get through the blip and on to the reasons of human life. Because the reasons of human life aren't to be comforted through the pain. Human life isn't that pain, and it's not even getting through the pain. Human life is joy, and it's getting others through the pain. Human life is the moon, and the mountains, and the little kids, and the birthdays, and the bedtime stories, and the jokes, and the journeys, and the rain, and the running, and the colors, and the cookies, and the love, and the learning, and the peace, and the people, and your faith, and your father, and your mom, and your dad, and finally, from your far past to your further future, you have had, can have, and will hardly ever halt from having happiness. Because this life is for happiness. Happiness far outreaching the pain. Happiness far predating the pain. And for you, right now, happiness despite the pain can happen. High school is hard. And that pain is so real. So, when you look up to see the other, conquer that pain for the both of you and say hi. Right there between period X and period Y.